Welcome back. It's me, Maat Petrova, and this is FEMMAGIC. Thank you all so much for joining me again. We have some exciting things in store for you. Of course, we're going to talk about our usual green goddess, moon magic, me wellness, which is mental and emotional wellness, and holistic sexuality. So before we begin, make sure you subscribe, like, follow my podcast, my YouTube, and my channels so that you can continue to get all this juicy information. We'll be right back. Hey, all right, so the first segment we're going to get into is moon magic. So I started my moon magic program. We are on day 11. 2 days ago, there was one task that they had to complete, which was claiming your goal. Moon magic is all about manifesting your best life, manifesting your goals, manifesting your dreams and your desires, right? So I provide all the different tasks you need in order to do so, to make these goals and dreams your reality. All right, so one of the tasks we had was to claim your goal, claim your dream, write it down, believe in it, know it's yours, and don't worry about how. The how sometimes gets in the way. See, this is really poignant right here. When you worry about, so say you want $10,000. You want $10,000, that is your desire, you write it down. And then you're like, but Maat, how am I going to get $10,000? Where am I going to get $10,000 from? I only work at this place. I only make this much an hour. I don't have any money coming to me. Where is $10,000 coming from? That is the issue. You have to leave room for miracles. You are not the only one in control of what's happening in your life. You have your will, which is man's will, and you also have divine will. Allow the divine, allow the universe to work in your favor. Get out of your own way. Move the fear aside. Stop worrying about how. How it happens is not your business. How it happens is none of your business, all right? Say that with me. How it happens is none of my business. All you need to know is what you want. That's it. All you need to know is what you want and what you desire. And as I always say, make sure you write it down. Writing it down is one of the tools to manifesting, materializing it from just a thought to now putting it on paper. There are levels to materializing and manifesting, So writing it is like the second level. After thinking it, you're writing it. Now, after writing it, you're going to begin to work it into existence. But you cannot work it into existence if you constantly telling yourself what you don't have and what's not going to happen for you. What do you desire? Okay, so does it make sense? And I really want you to answer when I say, what do you desire? Okay, yes, that thing that you're thinking right now, that's what you desire, right? Probably the same thing that you wrote down for your New Year resolution. Yes, that. What do you desire? So does it make sense for you to say, well, though I desire this, let's say I desire a brand new home. Though I desire this home, does it make sense for you to talk and negate what you want? To talk against it and negate it? Does it make sense to say, I desire this home, but how am I going to get it? I don't have enough money. How am I going to get this loan? Well, the bank didn't approve me. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. So focus on what you want and put nothing but positive energy, positive vibes, positive thoughts towards it. Act as if it is already yours. Act as if you are already living in that house. How do you do that? Start with your mind. Everything begins in your mind. This is the reason why I always encourage visualization meditations, because you can create that reality in your mind. And then reality will have no choice but to align itself with the thoughts that you are projecting. All right, so that is my advice for manifesting your goals and your desires. Know what you want and don't worry about how. That's none of your business. Let the universe do its thing for you. All right, sis. This is Maat Petrova with FEMMAGIC, and we'll be right back. Akwaba, meaning welcome. We are now going into our Green Goddess segment. So we're going to talk about detoxing. What about detoxing? I'm really going to explain to you the holistic element of detoxing. So I have a detox, a 7-day green juice detox called Green Goddess. And during these 7 days, all you do is drink juices. And 90%, well, I would say 95% of the juices are vegetables. Yes, all vegetables, greens, kale, celeries, beets, all different types of vegetables, cucumbers, all right? And the only fruit that we utilize are green apples, Granny Smith green apples. Why is that? Because Granny Smith green apples have the least amount of fructose, all right? So the objective of detoxing is to cleanse not only, the toxins from your system, but also the parasites. And parasites feed on sugars. So it's important that you keep the sugars low so that you can help to eliminate them, stop feeding them and eliminate them from your system. So that's one part of detoxing. But the first time, I wanted to talk about the first time that I detoxed. This was like the beginning of my spiritual journey that I actually talked to you all about with segment 1. I was about 18 at the time, no children yet. And, I was going through the beginning of my spiritual journey, and something led me to this program. And the name of the program was called Ep2. They are still in existence. They have a phenomenal 7 or 11-day green juice detox that's even way better than mine and more elaborate. Mine is great, but mine is really standard for everyone. Theirs, even though it's great for everyone, it has all kinds of different tablets and all herbs and all these different things within their package for you to help cleanse your system on a cellular level as well. So their name is Ep2. Anyway, I took their program and, I really didn't know what I was getting into. I said, I'm trying to cleanse, I'm trying to raise my vibrations. And, I wasn't worried about like how I looked physically at the time. I wasn't as body conscious at the time. So, and I'll tell you all about those benefits too afterward. So I took their 7-day green juice detox, and as I'm detoxing, my stepmother was like, wow, Maat, I see a difference. And I'm like, oh, wow. And mind you, again, I wasn't really body conscious, so I didn't know that I was changing physically as well, And she was like, yeah, you look good. And, I went through the entire cleanse, and day 3, by day 3, I got a hang of it. And that's common for most people who are detoxing. It's a little rough day 1, day 2. You might catch some headaches depending on how toxic your actual diet is. You might feel a little nausea depending on how toxic your diet is. But by day 3, things will start to neutralize and normalize itself, and you'll get used to the detox by then. One of the recent times when I did the detox, right, I was suffering from a little bit of a sugar addiction. And I was addicted to like Whole Foods vegan chocolate chip cookies. So there I was detoxing, and I'm walking past the Whole Foods, pastry section. And I'm like walking past the cookies. I'm like, no, don't get one. Don't look, right? So that was the first time. So at the time I was working and going to school in that area. So I went into Whole Foods again, because usually, that's where I would normally get food. And as I'm walking past, I didn't even think about the cookies. Any kind of cravings or addictions I had, it was completely gone. I didn't want to get any cookies. It wasn't there anymore, So, that was one element that I realized helped me to get past my sugar addiction, juice detoxing, all right? So within the detox, you'll notice that your mind will start to gain more clarity. You'll start to feel more clear-minded. You know, if you felt like you didn't have the answers to things, if you felt like, you know, your mind was just cluttered and you were doubting yourself all the time, taking a juice detox will not only give you clarity, but allow you to receive all the spiritual downloads and messages there are available to you on a vibrational level. You'll just start to think things and receive epiphanies. It's really, really that amazing, all right? Spiritually, you'll start to feel lighter. You'll start to feel your spirit will feel lighter. Your body will feel lighter. You know, you'll feel more energized. And it's funny, you're not eating all of the food that you're normally eating. However, you'll start to feel more energized because you're getting all of the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals that you wouldn't normally get because you're not eating enough vegetables, you know? So while you're on a juice detox, you'll start to feel lighter. Again, you eat lighter, you'll attract more light. You'll feel lighter, right? Speaking of which, when you do juice detox, right, it's almost like what I told you all about switching my diet to vegan and how my cycle went from 6 and 7 days to 3 days. All the women have noticed who've taken my green juice detox, when you detox, have noticed that their cycles are lighter. Another woman said that she used to get migraines. After detoxing, she didn't have migraines anymore. It's just a really great thing for you to do at least once a month or once every 3 months. We do it on the equinox and the solstice. Another physical benefit that you get from detoxing is, even though I don't try to lose weight because I'm already slim, so I'm actually trying to gain weight, but when you detox, you automatically are going to lose weight, you know? So for those of you like me who don't want to lose weight, you may lose depending on how much fat you have on your body, right? So if the more fat you have, the more fat you're gonna lose. So if you don't have a lot of fat on your body, you will lose, but you're not gonna lose as much. So in a span of about 7 days, I may lose 3 to 5 pounds that I don't want to lose, but I have to detox. You know, you're putting in toxins daily in your system. So you definitely have to make sure that you have to find a way to cleanse those toxins out. You know, especially if you're not eating enough roughage in your food, which helps you to eliminate the toxins from your system, and not drinking enough water, right? So, you know, if you are somebody who is looking to lose some weight, the women who have more fat on their body have lost from 7 to 18, I kid you not, 18 pounds of fat in 7 days of doing a straight juice detox. All right. So those are the benefits of juice detoxing. You'll feel lighter. You'll start to receive more spiritual downloads. You'll gain more clarity. You may lose some weight if you don't want to lose weight like me, but those of you who do want to lose weight and you have a lot of fat, you will lose a lot of weight, 7 to 18 pounds for sure. Those are the benefits of detoxing: gaining mental clarity, feeling spiritually light, losing unwanted weight, you know, cleansing the parasites and toxins in your system. That's going to ward off any diseases that you would have been susceptible to had you not detox, because the bacteria builds up, you know, the parasites are feeding it. And that's what causes the cancers and diabetes and the bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections and all of the bodily diseases. All right, so make sure that you detox. Detoxing is incredible. It just lifts you up on a whole holistic, mental, physical, emotional level. All right, guys? Thank you. And I'll see you all for the next segment, which is Me Wellness. This is Maat Petrova. We'll be right back. Hey y'all, hey. Maat Petrova here, back at FEMMAGIC. Now let's get into some holistic sexuality. So I'm going to talk to you about 2 of the most common vaginal infections. The first one which is the second most common, are yeast infections. The second one, which is the first most common amongst women, is, yes, you've guessed it, bacterial vaginosis. Now, yeast infection is an overgrowth of yeast, which is a fungus in the vagina. Bacterial vaginosis is an overgrowth of bacteria in the vagina. All right? Now, this commonly happens from all different types of things, but it can happen from your diet, especially bacteria. Let's talk about bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis can happen due to your poor diet. It can happen due to a new lover. It can happen from the types of material you're using with your underwears. There's so many things that can cause bacterial vaginosis, all right? So don't feel no way if you commonly get bacterial vaginosis, all right? Don't judge yourself, it's all right. The good thing about it is that I'm going to provide you with a remedy for both of them, all right? Yeast infection as well, you know. When there's an overgrowth of yeast and the lactobacillus, which is the good bacteria in your vagina, can no longer ward off the yeast, that's when the yeast infection occurs. So I wanted to tell you all about some herbs that I used when I was 19 and pregnant with my first daughter. And this is how I discovered my product, VAGELIXIR. So the ingredients are golden seal. The ingredients are golden seal, myrrh, citronella, burdock root, neem, thyme oil, and olive oil. All plant-based, all natural. Now, those are the ingredients that are in VAGELIXIR now. I added about 4 different ingredients, which are the burdock, the neem, the thyme, the citronella. But at the time, when I had a fungal infection, which is streptococcal in my vagina when I was pregnant with my daughter, I did not want to take the antibiotics that the doctor gave me. So my midwife told me to take these herbs, and the herbs were myrrh and golden seal. So I took the myrrh and golden seal, went back to the doctor, and the doctor took my culture and said, wow, you took the antibiotics? I said, yeah. They were like, it's all cleared, you're all good, it's all good. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the herbs really did work. And so those are the ingredients that I have in VAGELIXIR, all right? Now, the way you take VAGELIXIR, I'm here to answer all the Q&A's questions when it comes to VAGELIXIR. Can you take it while pregnant? Can you take it while you're on a cycle? Can you use it while having sex? All right, so VAGELIXIR is plant-based, all natural. You can actually consume it orally, but it's oil, so, you know, yuck. Who wants to consume oil, right? You would use a pipette or a syringe to insert it into your vagina, all right, inside of your vagina. And you can also put it on topically to soothe any irritation. Now, the symptoms of a yeast infection is like a cottage cheesy kind of discharge, right? And a lot of scratching and irritation. The symptoms of bacterial vaginosis is like a grayish discharge that smells really fishy, all right? So they're really different. VAGELIXIR, when taking VAGELIXIR for about 3 days, first of all, you get instant relief. You know, it's all natural, all herbal, but it's amazing that this thing can give you instant relief. You know, after taking it for a day, you'll start to see your whole vaginal ecosystem change, all right? Like the smell will dwindle, that odor will go away, you know, you'll feel a little bit more soothed from taking it. And all you have to do is take it about 3 times a day for 5 to 10 days. You really don't need to take it for 10 days. You know, you'll start to see the benefits for about 5 days. And thereafter using it, you won't have to take it anymore for that, because everyone who've told me about using VAGELIXIR, like they've had bacterial vaginosis for years, yeast infections for years, and told me that it didn't come back after using it. Now, the good thing about VAGELIXIR is that it does have other added benefits. it does increase your vaginal lubrication. So it makes your vagina a little bit more juicier, girls. Yes. All right. And it does help you to maintain your pH. So the pH of the vagina is about a 3.5 to a 4.5, which is quite acidic compared to the body. The body's pH is different from the vaginal pH. The body's pH is about a 7.0, all right, which is a little bit more on the alkaline side, but it's a pretty much of a balance between alkaline and acidic. But the vagina, so that it can ward off all the bacteria or yeast or any overgrowth, it's more acidic, all right, with the lactobacillus, which is the good bacteria that we need in our vagina. You know, it protects our vagina. So the VAGELIXIR helps to not only increase the lubrication in your vagina, but it also helps to maintain your pH balance. So those of you who may not have the most perfect diet, it's good to use on a daily basis. If you're more plant-based and you eat a lot of vegetables and fruits and water, then you probably won't need to utilize it daily. But if you do, you know, eat more, you know, fast foods, junk foods, meats, things of that nature, then VAGELIXIR will help you to maintain your pH balance daily, all right? And yes, you know, I discovered it when I was pregnant, but definitely consult with your physician before utilizing it. I used it when I was pregnant, and obviously I cured myself while I was pregnant. As far as using it when you're having sex, yes, you could definitely use it while having sex because, again, it's going to help with protecting your vagina from any extra bacteria, and in addition to the extra lubrication that it lends. Can you use it while on your menstrual cycle? Yes, you can use it while on your menstrual cycle, though the time when you're going through your moon cycle is a releasing time. But if you are irritated and you do need to use it, yes, you can use it while on your menstrual cycle. All right, so that is my product, VAGELIXIR. It's all natural, all plant-based, pH balancing. It makes your vagina smell amazing. It wards off any extra bacteria, yeast, fungus. You know, it restores your balance and it restores your confidence, okay? All right, ladies, so join me back for Me Wellness, Maat Petrova at FEMMAGIC. Hey y'all, Maat Petrova here, back with FEMMAGIC. I want to tell you all thank you for your listening ear. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your presence. It's Women's Month. So I want to talk to you ladies about something. We're going into our Me Wellness segment, which is mental and emotional wellness. And something that I notice a lot of us women do is we retain our feelings, we internalize our feelings, we hold on to our feelings. And though women are naturally emotional creatures, we tend to repress our feelings. So for this month, let's work on releasing our feelings. You know, doesn't mean that you have to be, you know, aggressive and angry and, you know, biting off everybody's heads when I say to release your feelings, because, you know, it might come out that way. And I won't judge you for that, because sometimes the complete opposite is what happens from constantly holding in those feelings and repressing them and, you know, telling yourself, no, not to feel that. No, don't say that, right? So I encourage you to feel. This is what I want you to do for this mental, emotional wellness segment. I want to encourage you to feel. Whatever you're feeling, it's all right. If you like someone, it's all right. You know, if you're upset about something, it's all right. If you're anxious about something, it's okay. If you're angry about something, it's fine. I urge you, when you're feeling something, to feel it. Our feelings are here to help us to navigate through this world. That they're part of our sensory. You know, they're part of our ability to be human. Don't deny yourself your humanity. Our feelings allow us to navigate through this world and feel what's good for us. It directs us and guides us. Don't deny yourself your feelings. Whatever you are feeling, it is all right. Feel it. Allow the feelings to come. Allow yourself to process the feelings. Because the more you hold on to those feelings, the more it's going to eat you up. The more it's going to cut off those good relationships with good people. The more it's going to make you be reactionary as opposed to proactive in your life. The more it's going to block off opportunities from you in your life. Deal with the feelings. Whatever you're feeling, feel it. All right? Thank you for joining me, Maat Petrova with FEMMAGIC. All right? And a part of feeling, okay? If you want to feel, another piece of advice I have for you is to dance. Feel yourself. Dance, dance. You know, turn on some music and dance. You know, literally feel yourself. Get in front of a mirror. Put on some cute clothes. Put on your favorite lipstick. Put on your favorite song and feel yourself. Feel in every sense of the word. Feel physically. Feel emotionally, all right? Feel spiritually. Just feel, get into your feelings. All right, ladies, goddesses? Thank you for joining me. Maat Petrova, FEMMAGIC. See y'all next week.